Guide: Designing accessible user interfaces for inclusive digital experiences. Introduction. In today's digital age, creating user interfaces that are accessible to all individuals, regardless of their abilities, is essential for fostering inclusivity and ensuring equal access to information and services. This guide will provide you with practical tips and best practices for designing accessible user interfaces that enhance usability and provide a seamless experience for all users. Understanding accessibility. Accessibility in user interface design refers to the practice of ensuring that digital products and services can be easily accessed and used by people with disabilities. This includes individuals with visual, auditory, motor, or cognitive impairments. By designing with accessibility in mind, you can remove barriers and make your interface more usable for everyone. Considerations for accessibility. When designing accessible user interfaces, it's important to consider various factors that may impact different users. This includes providing alternative text for images to assist users with visual impairments, ensuring sufficient color contrast for users with low vision, and implementing keyboard shortcuts and navigation options for users with motor disabilities. Additionally, designing for compatibility with screen readers and other assistive technologies is crucial for ensuring that all users can interact with your interface effectively. Implementing best practices. To design truly accessible user interfaces, it's essential to follow best practices and standards set forth by organizations like the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, WCAG. This includes using semantic HTML markup, providing descriptive headings and labels, and ensuring that interactive elements are keyboard accessible. It's also important to test your interface with real users with disabilities to identify any potential usability issues and make necessary improvements. Prioritizing inclusivity. Inclusive design goes beyond meeting minimum accessibility requirements and strives to create experiences that are welcoming and intuitive for all users. This means considering diverse user needs and preferences throughout the design process and incorporating feedback from individuals with disabilities. By prioritizing inclusivity, you can create user interfaces that not only meet accessibility standards but also enhance usability and user satisfaction for everyone. Promoting awareness and education. Building accessible user interfaces requires ongoing effort and commitment from designers, developers, and other stakeholders. Promoting awareness and education about accessibility best practices within your organization can help ensure that accessibility is prioritized throughout the design and development process. This may include providing training sessions, resources, and accessibility guidelines to empower team members to create more inclusive digital experiences. Conclusion. Designing accessible user interfaces is not only a legal and ethical responsibility but also a fundamental aspect of creating inclusive digital experiences for all users. By understanding the principles of accessibility, implementing best practices, and prioritizing inclusivity in your design process, you can create interfaces that are usable and enjoyable for everyone, regardless of their abilities. Together, let's strive to build a more inclusive digital world where everyone can participate and thrive.